Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, La Resistance Portugal. Let's continue on for last that's off. So, we got an extra research slot. And what are we going to do with it? Well, probably not want to research Heavy Tank 2. I mean, getting a 1941 tank by, like, 1939 would be nice. But I don't know if I want to use my research slots for that at this exact moment. We're not going to be invading Nationalist Spain, but we're going to get these guys ready for a planning bonus. And, I mean, we do want to get the heavy tanks going as well. They're expensive, but I do want them. And you're light tanks. Unfortunately, you guys did not start me off with any heavy tank division, so please do this here, at least for now. Save that up. You guys should be exercising. I should have been doing this the whole time. Because we have enough supplies now where we can keep up with attrition. That is what I'm looking for. So in about 1 year time, World War II should be beginning. Have you guys done the Sudanland crisis? The answer is no, not quite yet. They will soon, and I assume the French and the British will not opt to support them. Get the 1939 artillery. We got a nice bonus for research on that anyways, so it should all be good. And these guys have, yeah, already gone up to, you guys trained pretty fast, don't you? Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're building up our fuel reserves. We will need some oil for our tanks and motorized equipment and stuff like that once we actually start making them. We'll just go for 2 armor divisions for now. How many tanks is that going to take? It's going to take us 5,000 days worth of tanks, but it shouldn't be that big of a problem. We also need some aluminum soon as well for all of our aircraft. So it might... We also need more steel, but the steel I think is just for convoys. Yes, at least for the moment. The tanks are expensive. 3 steel and 3 chromium per factory building them is a lot. There's no question about that. Let's see. Research. What do we want to go for? Let's go. I mean, what do our troops already have in them? I know they have something. They have engineer companies. So making an engineer companies better would probably be useful. Our 1 spy that we have, just quiet for now. We can't really do any of the fancy operations until we actually have a second operative anyways. Yeah, because these all require at least 2. And I can't imagine... We don't have the factories to really support that right now. We actually don't have enough. We need 5. And right now we only have 4 that we could even use. Owned? Yeah, and use 10. Okay, we did get 2 more. We can go for another 2, and I think that might be worthwhile. More agility for the planes. Ability's at 41%, so yeah, we definitely don't want to do the focuses quite yet. Military vehicles, armor focus. Bunch of bonuses to artillery and a bonus towards land doctrine. Let's just go for the 2 extra factories for now. Get more steel from the United Kingdom. I hate to do it, but, you know, what can you do right now? The answer is probably build those steel factories in Angola, but I'm just too worried about losing them to the British. Because that's absolutely what's going to happen. which is a real shame. And we need, what, 5 to get a second operative? And I think you're just gonna lose. Surprised that the anarchists are still here. But I think you're as good as dead. What do you guys actually do? Armored cars. You're good at suppression, right? Like, that's what you're supposed to do? Yeah. Your suppression units. You know what do we need to do? If we don't have them unlocked already. Okay, we actually do already have transport ships done. Okay. We could start upgrading our navy somewhat, but we don't have any anti-airs in our army at all. You know, let's get military police. We can put military police in those other guys that we're probably going to be using as garrison troops. And are you guys all that experienced yet? Yes, you are. Almost. You're still not trained. But as soon as you hit the next level... I don't think you guys can actually be upgraded anymore. Yeah, so just dig in. You're pretty experienced right now. The Spanish Republic is absolutely dead. So thank you, Franco, for all that you've done for us. And I would say very, very soon, about 3 months, we can go and become fascist. So we gotta save up all of our political power, hold a referendum. The stability is bad at the moment. Is there anything I can do to actually boost stability? I mean, I'm sure we could probably hire somebody in here. Yeah, weekly stability goes up by 0.1%. But unfortunately, we have a fascist demagogue. As soon as we become fascist, I believe he's worthless. He doesn't do anything for us anymore. We're going to nationalize some industries. We still don't know what the Germans are quite doing yet. And I'm sure Italy and Germany are going to be becoming close friends soon enough. How much longer for our next factory? Consumer goods right now are 27%. Trying to build them away from wherever the front line is going to be. Because right now we're 11,314. Now it's still like even more military factories than what we have. The fighters are done. Advanced artillery, armor bonus. Bonus to motorized. Let's go non-core. Let me infrastructure. And to save up our points, because we should be able to do a referendum sooner rather than later. And I mean, it's almost 1939. You know, let's get the armored car. Because we probably do need them for suppression. The Condor Legion. Surprised you guys have not gone fascist yet. You're 51% fascist. We're at 49, and we should be done within like 2 days. 3 days, actually. And then we'll hit our 50%. Now we're just waiting for 100 political power, which we will get in about 12 days. And after that, hopefully we can replace our fascist demigod, because we just don't need him anymore. And I believe national syndicalism is just going to be increasing our power anyways forever. And as soon as we upgrade this, I'm assuming we're probably not going to have enough steel. Yeah, we don't have enough steel even for the rifles right now. Okay, no, it's updated. Okay, it's still just not enough steel for the convoys. They don't matter so much, so just don't worry about it. We got our better rifles. Excavation, I still don't think it's actually going to do much. Let's go for the industry tech that we now just unlocked. The nationalists have won. So we're going to go for production efficiency cap. So the fascist assault divisions have formed. Popularity, oh, this is 5%. Okay. 0.2% recruited population. Stability goes down by 5%. Even more fascist support. I mean, that seems fine. We're at 56% now popularity. We're going to get even more recruitment. And we have our 100 political power, so let's do it. We will save just in case for some reason this has a chance to fail. I don't believe it probably does, but... Fascists demand a referendum, rapid going Portuguese fascist movement. Then reclaim the need majority support. Yeah, but let's do it. Another 5% penalty. But finally enough, losing 5% stability actually boosts us up 5% because we are just more popular now. There we go. We have now just being a fascist. Franco doesn't like us as much because technically he's not a fascist yet. You're doing the Iberian Pact. The Latin bloc. This agreement obligates either party to join any faction or the same side in any war the other has joined. So basically, if, okay, I see. But we're still considered an unstable republic, right? Yes. Which is harming our stability. We could just invade nationalist Spain. I don't think that's really going to help us out too much. Oh, we can just do this now without having to risk the civil war. Okay. Well, that's nice. But that still doesn't get rid of the penalty of, create factions cannot join a faction, right? That's what this says. Cannot join factions. However, if we agree that no matter what we... That's a game rule. If we do the Iberian Summit... And what does this do? No, this is going to fail because they're going to do the Iberian Pact first. Like, no matter what, they started it before we did, so... So yeah, we can't do this one. So stop that. Let's not do an intervention for obvious reasons. I'm assuming we can't agree to, Oh no, we can still actually invade them. Okay. Let's just do our military coup. Like, I don't see a reason we would, not be friends here. But you'll form the Latin bloc. I mean, if you want to do that, I wouldn't say no necessarily. But if we join the Latin bloc first, then I'm going to become the empire. The 5th Portuguese Empire, I should say. What happened to the first 4? That just kind of collapsed. 1939. 274 days away. You know what? Improved artillery upgrade 1. Seems completely fine. We are missing a little bit of steel. But if they join the Allies, then we just look like idiots, don't we? But can I join the Germans right now? I could. Like, theoretically, like, I could just join Germany. Can I join Germany and then do this? Yeah. So I could join Germany first and then just become the 5th Empire. So I feel like they didn't really plan this out too much. But we'll wait until National Spain does the Iberian Pact. We can agree to form a party together, and then we join Germany, which would obligate the Spanish to join up with Germany as well. And as such, okay, let's just Spanish emissaries propose to strengthen our mutual defense. So we'll agree to it. It obligates. I mean, you can just ignore it. What are they going to do about it? But, like, right now, if I then ask to join Germany, it obligates Spain to... Okay, so they just joined the Axis. Fantastic. Well, we'll put all of our troops on the French border then, because now we don't need to worry about Spain at all. Prepare for an invasion of the north. Okay, I mean, that makes my life a little bit easier. You guys are doing national recovery. So France is probably feeling a little bit more hemmed in than normally would. So I still, like, I get a war goal. It's really, if you're in the same faction with Spain, this should not be available to you, but... Yeah, I don't see any reason I'd want to join up with the Axis anymore. We don't want to do the 5th Empire, because nothing is stopping us. Like, we're not... We leave Axis. No, we would leave the Axis then. Okay, my plan didn't work out as well as I thought. Which is a real shame. Secure more recruitable population, war support, training time. So then what do I want to do? Right now. But I think I still want to stay with the Germans, for sure. But it does mean no matter what, we're never going to get rid of the Unstable Republic modifier, which really sucks. Because you only, joins the Axis research. I'm sure that probably benefits us a decent amount. Bonus to land doctrines would not be bad. Like, chromium and tungsten really is not what we need. We need steel. You know, let's go for the colonial army. Maybe that's going to help us out a decent amount. Let's replace the fascist demagogues. We don't need them anymore. We'll replace them with the U to increase our stability. But it's still going down by 0.4%. So maybe, is our stability just doomed to hit 0%? There's nothing I can do about it? Oh, that's entirely possible. So then what can I do about that? Oh, it's a really, really good question. And I would like to know the answer to that as well. Let's get the construction speed upgrade here. So France. You are now completely encircled, and soon I'm sure Italy will also join the fascist or join the Axis. Yeah, because the German Reich is looking pretty powerful. In the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. And if you look at the Axis, it's looking pretty decent. Hopefully they don't put any troops into Angola, because that would be very sad. Actually, can I do this stuff now over here? No, because the UK is still not at war, right? And then after that, we could invade Brazil after the war has been won. Don't want to attack national Spain for obvious reasons. Yeah, it just sucks. It really sucks that I cannot remove this penalty. I think I'm just kind of screwed right now. Unless I become the Empire. Like, I can't survive on 0% stability. Like, I can't imagine so. By that point, I've now just forced Spain into a faction that doesn't help me out at all. But I do believe I've also kind of locked myself out of doing anything else. Or that, the focus tree wasn't programmed well enough that it would get rid of this penalty for us. Even if we have 65% party popularity, not enough for us to declare ourselves a stable country. As sad as that is. Let's go for... Go for better infantry equipment for right now. Should be okay. They're gonna give us an extra 10% non-core manpower modifier. I don't know if that applies instantly. Italy has joined the Axis. Maybe I'll just force the game to allow me to join up with the Axis anyway, because it doesn't make any sense that I'm not allowed to remove this penalty. Every country would get a negative 100% opinion on modifier of me. That seems pretty bad. Right, okay, let me just double check. Stable. Oh, no, it's unstable, not stable. Apparently that's unstable. Yeah, because we can't do Proudly alone. We can't hold free elections. We cannot reorganize the Communist Party. Kingdom United would also get rid of the modifier, looks like. Remove unstable monarchy. It's very dumb. It's extremely dumb that I cannot do anything about this. I mean, I'd have to basically constantly be improving worker conditions, and that only more or less cancels it out. It doesn't even increase stability. It just kind of levels it, so I'm not losing more. And I feel like that's a bit dumb. That's just my my take on it. But I do feel like this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, tell you thumbs down. Watch more, subscribe, and goodbye.